Hello and welcome back to my Terra Invicta run. In between episodes I set up the stations and upgraded everything we have into a ring hab. So as you can see we are far beyond MC cap. However, we are still hit by the event, so in 3 months I think we are going to get 26 MC back. However, what we are going to do is we are just going to wait for like 1 hour or something to reset the investment timers, which are reset on the new year. Also, I set up missions here, which are mostly Cash is going to take out a servant because he has a high loyalty. It's Leroy, which we know from the beginning of the game, and Carson is doing a war declaration in the African Union, Gilbert 2. So what we are going to aim for is in fact we are going to take out Egypt, and we are going to take out the East African Federation. And after that we are going to start working eastwards to get the Ivory Coast into it. Meanwhile, Algeria or Tamagaza, how it's called, we are going to invest, of course. So maybe we are going to keep this one around for a year. Let's see. Decisions can be made later. So let's get started. So we just wait like 1 second. I think that should be enough. Direct investments. Yes, they have been reset. I already sold some exotics in between. So what we are going to do here, of course, is just invest the maximum amount. In Ivory Coast, however, we only have 3, 6, 8 left. So we don't need to invest the full amount. We only need to invest 189. Yes, and it can finish on its own. Also, we of course going to invest into the USA, full amount for another 8. And African Union, of course, 2. I think we have 6. Yeah, there's enough room, so please do mission control here too. There we go. I think that's it. No, wait a second. We of course want to do the knowledge investment in India. We do have the cash here, so that's another go. How much does it change? We are at 1.1k and now we are up to only 1.2. Okay, interesting. It's fine. It's going up and it's going to go up faster and faster, in fact. As I see, there's some unrest here, so we have to get that under control after next turn, because unrest is decreasing investment points and we don't want that to happen. So, but now let's continue the turn. What has happened here? Refueling is finished.
I will help.
Also useful. We don't need CP right now because we are not. Okay, set. Because we don't are not maxed out yet. So, oh, this one is something we definitely want to take up. ECM modules. So, oh, in fact, we can do it after exotic armor. Okay, continue.
The people will come to our side.
Repeat, please. Exotic armor done. Yeah, and now we want to. Probably, yeah. ECM is really useful because we can put it as a utility system into our ships, and therefore have even better rocket protection in our fights. So, East African Federation first. Join, of course. And when I saw it correctly, I probably forgot to put Egypt as a rival. Yes. So, you can go. It's quite sad for the army we bought here, but it's fine. Dar es Salaam is a capital? Yeah, Dar es Salaam is a capital. Okay, go. Continue.
Mission complete.
And now we declare war on Egypt. Go. Also join the war. There's also an army we are going to destroy, but it's fine for the moment. What we want to avoid is to fight Israel, which we are at war with, I think. Yeah. Let's hope they just don't nuke us. Okay. Their demands. We have completed the learn the demands objective. We have translated the Hydra statement. Calling it a statement is unfortunately inaccurate. It's in fact a list of demands. Humanity is to cease all military operations against Hydra forces and place all their forces under the command of Hydra appointed representatives. Humanity is committed to building no space fleet, weapons of mass destruction or other military asset that could present a threat to the Hydra race. Any such weapons in existence must be turned over to Hydra-appointed representatives. Humans will commit to supporting the Hydra race in any and all future endeavors or military conflicts. A standing human force will be raised and trained to serve under Hydra handlers in future operations. To ensure that point 2 and 3 are carried out, orbital weapons platforms will be placed in low Earth orbit carrying sufficient firepower to suppress any possible human resistance. These weapons platforms will be placed under the control of Hydra-appointed representatives. We attempted to negotiate in response to these demands. Our messages received no reply. The mood among our people is bleak. The more anti-alien members of the faction have been saying in so many words, "We told you so," the alien demands are not merely for surrender but for complete and total subjugation. All of our attempts to reopen negotiations have been met with silence. We are at a diplomatic brickroll and I fear there's no path forward. So yeah, you could definitely say this is a total subjugation. And yeah, how should we continue here? We still want to make peace. Okay, this one also finished. So I guess we are going to continue. Yeah, let's do purpose. And also Research University is very bad because it takes mission control for double the science and it costs a lot more. Therefore never do it. Just use the tier 2 module. Let's check something. I want to know if we got everything for the ring hab modules, which we of course are the ring habs, yes, here, and from there it goes into what did happen here. It was not what I was intending to do. Nah, do it again. So ring habs. Yeah, here battle station, antimatter farm, stuff like that. All correct, and we want the solar farm here. Yeah, we don't need anything for it, we just have to wait until it unlocks. Same for the drive, Pegasus. Where are you? Yeah, we also have to just wait for the text to unlock, which of course is super annoying. Okay, so in between, what can we do? What would be useful, in fact? So any smaller ones could go for augmented. No, we don't need military investment anymore. Welfare is nice, but no. 10 CP for an economy boost, no. Apparatchiks. This is very cheap. Let's take this one. 10 CP for 3k science. Won't say no to that. So we continue our wars. And there we go. Now the big question is, do we want to... Oh, we found Exodus apparently. So let's talk to them.
Establishing contact.
Carson,
What's the
you are also going to talk to humanity first.
We'll open a channel.
Acknowledged.
So, and why couldn't you take out Leroy? Probably because he got protected. So let's first of all just detain him. Let's see if that works.
Eyes on target. I'm here.
Dex, you made the coup d'etat here, which is really good. So you can continue. We want to get to the East African Federation, so... What about this one? Central African. Nobody owns that apparently.
Time for a change.
So we could just conquer it. Yeah, we could. That's good. So, in fact... Do we want to... No, Young, you should stay here. 1.3 science with the boost from the advisors apparently. So that's good. Yeah, we can... let's just keep one turn stable and not declare war, and then we go eastward. Because we also have to move the armies back, and then we can do like 2 wars here each turn. Sorry, I have to mute that. Okay, and let's continue.
Making contact.
Okay, do you need any projects? Oh yes, you could use a lot of them. How about this one? Complete trade. Continue.
Making contact.
You are broke.
Cease your deluded attempts to hand humanity's future to these
I'm going to give you just a... No, it's not enough. Exotic armor here. You can't use it anyway. Okay, continue. Exotic armor has a problem that it's way too expensive. Okay, our battle here has begun too. Cameroon, nice.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Okay, settings, let's... Is it... I think it's... Just trim it down a little bit. Apply changes. Okay, Egypt is almost gone. Apparatchiks has finished, and we can continue here into... We should continue with a lot of smaller ones. +3 to group missions is really nice. It's just a small but nice boost. Nice. Now we are taking over Egypt. Okay, ECM is done. And... do we want to... this one is not really... Ah, marine platoons we definitely need. So, continue. Is there any alliance here? Yes, there is. So we need to do a second coup d'etat here. And in fact what I want to do now is to start here into... Let's do the fissites first. Just get a little bit more of all the resources, because when we start building ships we are going to need a lot of them. The army is gone here too. And Egypt is almost taken out. Okay, continue. So, in fact, we can declare war here. And we also need to declare war here. It's at war with Nigeria, which is fine. So, do a coup d'etat here. So we might get both countries into a war, which is of course ideal. So do a coup d'etat here. No wait, we don't need a coup d'etat here, we can just declare war. So, Gilbert, you are going to make the war declaration from here to
On my way to the capital.
Chad.
Ready for my mission.
And I don't think I want to build up Chad now. No. I would have loved to build up Nigeria, but it's fine. We invest enough cash and We're almost down to half the exotics we had at the start, so we can still do it with some countries down here. So for example, we could take over Katanga here now.
By any means necessary.
So
Acknowledged.
Cash, what can you do? In fact, we could just take some countries. 7%, 53, 85. Okay, let's take Zambia.
Boarding in.
Carson, how's the US looking?
Reporting in.
Could use a public campaign here.
I will tell our story.
Carson, can you talk to someone? Another Exodus? No. Hmm. There was an open point somewhere. Here. And here. Let's just take it here.
Establishing our presence.
Okay, good. Now we could invest here, and we're probably going to do it because we own the country, so let's just sell 25 exotics, confirm. How much do we need? 94. We can do just do the 50. It's fine, confirm. And now we can invest 6, I guess. Yes, 6. So 150, which is all the remaining investment points here. Done. Now we can do the same here. No, we can't. We only own one. Ah, this one is already almost done, so we can just invest into the... How much do we need? 46. 45 in fact. And let's just finish manually. Okay, that's it for the moment, and we can continue. In regards to our space stations, we are just going to wait until they finish, and then of course we also need the sub-modules to unlock, like the solar array, stuff like that, before we can upgrade everything. Okay, Egypt is out. That's another 6 MC for us. And we are going for war economy here. So, don't want to have that. No, it's just Africa, so let's just do it like this. Unity is fine, a little bit of knowledge is fine. Okay, good. Let's continue like that. Okay, and you are going to go here, and then we want to go into Chad, and maybe even Nigeria from there. Molten core, fission reactor 3 and battle stations, very important, so we are going to take up both immediately. Battle stations here, and molten core, fission reactor 3, there we go. Because we both need, the reactor for... Okay, we are going to have to click like 50 times now. Fission reactor farm, also something we immediately want to pick up. So, do it please. We don't need it for a space station immediately, but we need it for... Okay, Victor 102, what are you going to do? Mars base 4, okay. Okay. Interesting. So, former fission reactor array and a point defense, layer defense array here. So what did happen exactly? So he arrived in low Earth Mars orbit, bombarding. Okay. The ship Silver Fortress has been destroyed in low Mars orbit. Red Mountain has been destroyed in low Mars orbit. And another fleet has arrived.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Interesting. So they are throwing their corvettes against our bases, which is pretty stupid. But I'm not going to complain about it.
Government is invented.
Okay, We got Katanga under our control. And we are going to do the same here, so we are going to invest, of course, 50 into the space program. And then we are going to, oh, can just invest 150 into mission control. It's in a federation, autonomous state, okay? Whatever. We're going to take over Kinshasa too, which also has only 1 point. Doing the same there. Okay, East African Federation is gone. And yeah, we can in fact, you can stay here. So, another bombardment. Take me there. Is that the same base? No, it's a different one. So also going to rebuild here. So let's check what has happened so far. It's bombarding still and getting shot at. And the ship got destroyed in orbit. Shimmering Corona, interesting name. So Gilbert, the war is going to go against Chad, so that we can go east.
Policy direction complete.
So Chad, bye bye, join the war.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
And here we go with our armies. And now, interesting is now, did Nigeria join too? Yes. So that's more or less perfect, because then we can also take these provinces, and so we should look into Middle Guinea, because we need to take 2 CP there. Okay, Molten Core also done. And going back into government analysis. Yeah, they are moving their armies.
Our presence is growing.
Nice. So we got this state too. And of course we are going to do the same here. So space program, confirm, and mission control, confirm. Really good. So our mission control is okay. We also got Zambia under our control, so we are going to do the same here. This time only 49, but also mission control. Nice. And I think we can relax a bit now, because we first of all have to declare some wars. So we are going to set 2 of our councillors into war declarations now. So Gilbert, you are going to take over war duty. And Carson, you're also going to... No, wait a second, Carson, you in fact should advise here. And Yang, you have less science, therefore you are going to help here. National policy. Alexander, I guess, yes, we're going to need it. And cash, we need to break Middle Guinea. So we could do purge. No, we can't. Can we do a coup d'etat? Yeah, but it's not your strength, so Dex has to do it. So we're going to need 2 turns for that, most likely. And you can do a public campaign in the African Union for once, just to make it a little bit more stable. And yeah, so we are almost at 20k science, which is really, really good. Science is slowly growing in India, even though it's just showing that it decreased, but yeah, we still need to decrease the unrest here. So Cash, you're not going to do that, you're going to stabilize. Ooh, You need command for that, and you don't have command. Give me a second. So we can buy, first of all, experience points. But we can also do the augmentation here. Science now. Command here. Battle computer, please. In fact, you can get the science computer and also run more science here. Yeah, I'm going to check all my guys in a sec just to buy the upgrades which are useful. I'm going to make a cut here, so next time we are going to continue our conquest of Africa, and meanwhile we still wait for better engines because we can't move out of orbit with our fleets. So, however, it might be worth investigating if there's anything in Earth orbit or soon arriving. Yeah, Victor 121 is fleeing. Okay, whatever they did. He's flying to Mars too. Irene. What else is here? Low Mars orbit. Vesta. Shooting another asteroid down. Also Vesta. Julia. Yeah, we definitely need engines to visit the asteroid belt now. This is the only thing that matters currently, and we are not getting the projects, which is really, really annoying. Because with the drive, with the Pegasus drive, we could get here, most likely at least, and then we could start purging aliens from there. This is something I definitely want to do. I think there's a fleet in Mars orbit. Yeah, Victor 103. Yeah, it was one of the ships which was bombarding us, and it apparently didn't die, but it also got damaged quite heavily. So yeah, the projects for the engines is really annoying. So we have almost finished superconductors, which is going to unlock the level 2 weapon, which is also very useful. But after that, we basically have solved our weapons problem. So we can do some refits if we want to, but there's not much left to do afterwards. We need engines for that. So of course we're also breaking into fusion already, so we are also working on the late game engines indirectly already, but if we don't get the projects, we are going to have a problem. Of course we could think about, let's check. Yeah, the resistance is available currently. We could check our other guys if they have projects we are interested in. So also we need to bribe them again. Humanity First is also still not liking us. Tech, Wing Core. Yeah, we should check the system at least. We could steal Megafauna Necropsy. I don't know where they got that, but fine. Yeah, let's see. Also, we still need to find a servant again. But see you next time.